This is just the two of us with justice and joy. On this program, we talk about
marriage,
relationship,
engagement,
wedding anniversary,
everything that has to do with marriage and
family. And we also can come on that romantic date. You understand, when you want to surprise that lady with engagement ring, we can come there. And we also do hookups.
Yes.
Yeah, that is if you have somebody you want to marry and you're far. Listen,
or you are shy.
I heard this story. I don't know how real it is, where some guys go use lady picture and take catch another man for Nigeria, outside Nigeria, and the man go teach it, and they talk to somebody they won't marry.
Not knowing that we're talking to a man like you.
Yeah, and it's vice versa. I beg, talk to us. We can help you get that wife you want to marry.
Find a wife. Even though the Bible says, "He that finds," but we can also help.
Let's go and errand. Let's go and errand for
wife,
you. Okay, quickly. This is I saw this video of a father, a general, in person of Pastor Keke
and the lovely wife.
Wow, talk about marriage. The thing blow my mind. Now, let me ask you this question: is it possible for you to be in the same roof with somebody for 24 years and you don't still know the person very well?
It's very, very possible. It's
you think so?
Possible, because there's so many things that you need to learn about your spouse. Marriage is like a school. You learn every day. You get to learn every day, every second, every hour.
That is no graduation.
It's possible for you to
graduation.
Be even 50 years without knowing the person.
Okay, quickly, let's hear Pastor Keke. Take us through the school of marriage. I beg, hold your paper and Bible.
And write.
To make you write.
You will learn a lot.
There's a lot you will learn
from this ministration.
We are 24 years plus in marriage. I am yet to fully understand her. And we are 24 years of staying in the same room. It's forever. Patience is forever. So therefore, wherever your patience stops is where your marriage ends. If your patience ends here, your marriage ends here. Marriage is two patient people staying together. To build a home, therefore, you must cultivate patience. Nobody is just patient. You learn it. You learn it, please. You cultivate it. And number two, outburst of anger, lack of emotional intelligence. Nobody on this earth can stay with an angry person successfully. When your car overheats, what do? You park. You open it to cool down. You don't embrace a hot iron. So there can be peace, there can be joy. There are some men here, you are constantly hot. And there are some women here too. Your hotness is raised to power 30. Hot anger. I'm telling you, angry outburst. How dare you abuse each other before your children? How dare you raise your voice that neighbors hear you? It's total irresponsibility. It means you are not even prepared to marry. How dare you raise your voice on each other? It's to show you lack capacity for emotional intelligence. I'm telling you, how dare you throw tantrums? How dare you jam the door and slam it?
And even when we do that, it makes the other party more distant from one.
Isolation, withdrawal.
The more we don't throw tantrums, we do all those ones, the intimacy you are looking for get further from one.
When you slam the door on your spouse, slam the door, bam, and scrap. Shit.
You don't eat the food. No food.
You marry shit. You are married to scrap. The person you pay the dowry is scrap. So you've gone to pay for scrap to come to your house. You don't know what you are not emotionally intelligent to marry. You are a boy.
Immature.
You are immature. You are not. You are not emotionally stable to marry.
Thank you, sir.
Did you hear that word on patience? Capacity to bear and tolerate without reacting. It is staying power. Patience is not to be slow. It's not to be slow. It's a virtue that depicts maturity. You don't speak just because you feel like. You are able. You don't want to eat, but you eat.
Yes, sir. Even if it is beans,
you eat it. You know, I don't like beans. You know the truth. Because of the way we were raised, there are two things, gari and beans. I hate them that if I don't eat them the next 50 years, they're in my blood. You know, as you are looking at me now, beans is in my blood. Gari, when we were growing up, we ate beans to the extent that as God began to give us some money, the smell of beans. I was like, no. So we were closing from office one day. I told First Lady, I said, baby, quickly go home. I want to eat good food. I'm tired tonight. Let me eat good food. And please don't cook beans. I told her. She went home. As I was climbing, I was hearing the smell of beans.
Burnt.
It was not even being cooked. It was already burnt. She put the beans on fire and she slept off.
But the truth is that there was no money that day. It was only beans that was in the house. Remember, I was pregnant. I was so tired. I needed to sleep. So this is the other version of the story, sir. You see the two sides.
So
that was a balance.
You can see now that you need understanding.
Yes, sir.
I entered. I went to the kitchen. I removed the burnt offering to the Lord. I put it down. I went to the room. I woke her as she stood up because she was just with the clothes and everything. She stood up and ran to the kitchen. I said, no problem at all, baby. So we prayed and slept hungry, the two of us. No fighting, no anger, no reaction, no abuse.
Thank you for all this.
Hallelujah. There is no marriage that won't go through it.
If it is beans that you eat. Yeah, this thing busts my head, man. Pastor Keke.
I hope you learned a lot from that institution. Patience
is a key.
Yes.
You have to learn it.
You
learn it. You grow
say no one was born with it.
You learn it. You learn it.
You cultivate it. You build it.
You know, some persons lack emotional capacity. Those words are strong, man.
Yeah, thank you.
You bang that door and it says crap.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Call
you marry
wife.
Shit. Oh my God.
That
was heavy. I'm sure you learned something. I know someday I'm going to bring Bishop Wisdom Erabo, the son of Pastor Keke, Answer Assembly. He they talk like him, Papa. He get word for him, man. Yes, quickly. Let's run away from here. Let's go practice what we just hear now.
Patience, tolerance.
I will wait.
Endurance.
I said I will wait.
Please keep waiting.
Like you always know, before we run away, we'll always do like this. Please, I beg, make una to subscribe, share. Like. For those who don't subscribe already, we say, God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Quickly, if you can act movies, if you can act skits, I beg, make una just call the number there. We want to shoot some skits, some movies about marriage generally. A lot to learn. God bless you now. God bless you now. Quickly, we'll wait for your call.